2023 is about to start, and like every year, New Year's resolutions start coming to mind. And you think about the next year, about it being successful, about how you're going to put your absolute all into everything, but that never actually ends up happening. So this year, I'm going to change something. I've really thought about what I want to achieve in 2023. I've made sure I have enough motivation and a real reason to get these goals done. And I've set up 5 rules for me to follow in 2023 that'll make me unrecognizable. Now, I know what it's like being young and ready and waiting to make your mark on the world and be successful in any field, but I've struggled to find the best place to start, especially online. So these 5 rules that I am setting for myself in 2023 will allow me to open up opportunities in any interests that I have, because I will be in such a productive state without any distractions. The first rule I've given myself is probably the most important, because if I follow it, I can really push myself to my full capabilities, and that is maximum effort in everything. So putting my absolute all into all of my interests, as well as my family's interests, my friends' interests, as much as I can. So the main areas I want to be putting my effort into is schoolwork, because I have been struggling and I need to get my grades up, finding successful business online, my soccer, giving back to my family and friends, so being kind and generous, and into my YouTube and other social media channels. So those are the top 5 areas that I'm going to be putting all of my effort in. And I know, like most people, I'm very capable of being highly productive. So this rule, if followed correctly, will push me to my limit, but will also be getting the best out of me. My second rule for 2023, which is more of a statement, is healthy mind, healthy body. So I've always been pretty physically active. I know the benefits, I can see the benefits and feel them when I'm training and at the peak of my physical fitness. But I'm also wanting to lean more into that mental side of things, so mental strength, being able to relax, releasing stress and anxiety, and a healthy mind and a healthy body will allow me to put my maximum effort into everything. So I believe that if I can keep myself in a healthy mental and physical state all of the time, I will open up opportunities to put time and effort into my interests. The third rule I've made myself for 2023 is sticking to a routine. So as part of this rule, I have made a personalized routine that covers all of my daily goals, my exercise for the day, all of the habits that I want to continue, like writing in my journal, reading a book, getting homework done, all that sort of stuff. I did a whole video on this, so there's a link in the description, and it'll also show up on the end credits if you're wanting to look at sort of how I built a personalized routine and how you can kind of structure it similar to mine if you like. Now with a routine, this will allow me to hold myself physically responsible for things that I miss, and if I am coming off track from my rules, which especially trying to achieve goals in the last few years and setting this sort of new year, new me method hasn't worked. So this routine will hold me accountable for every little mistake I make and allow me to bounce back from that and stick to the right path. This 4th rule that I've made for myself is really about learning more about areas, because I'm not a very experienced person in many fields, and I want to change that. So my 4th rule is learn and research. And I've given myself this rule because at the moment I don't have much experience or knowledge about a lot of things, and I want to change that in 2023. So it's not all about learning how to make money online or researching the best methods. It's about learning about the people around me and how I can help them, learning about what people need and want, and trying to provide a service or a product for them. It's about researching healthier ways to live and healthy ways to keep your mind active. And it also ties into me getting my homework done and handing up high quality assignments to boost my grades. So it really ties into a lot of other different rules and goals that I've got for 2023. My 5th and final rule for 2023 is work for the future. Now, this is more of an abstract sort of rule, but what I mean by it is every decision we make in a day impacts the person we are going to be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. And I want to consciously reflect on if the decision I'm making will make me a more positive person in the near future and also down the track. This rule also applies in a physical and financial sense. So how will I feel physically in 10, 20, 30 years if I'm sitting around and doing nothing? Or how will I feel if I'm training and I'm working hard and keeping my body healthy every day? How will I feel if I put a lot of time and effort into making money and I'm financially stable by 23, 25? And how do I work for that? How do I work towards that future, the future that I want? If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.